at it again, and we have a crazy story here. My goodness. You guys aren't going to want to miss this. Let's dive in.
Pride is about inclusion, so you don't love them and you don't welcome them if you're not willing to wear the patch. And calling it a lifestyle reveals to me that you've done...
You don't love them and you don't welcome them if you don't want to wear a patch. If you guys don't know about the story, I saw something about it a few days... day or two ago. I don't think this came out just yet, or the situation happened just yesterday. I want to say it happened like 2 days ago or something, but I could be wrong. But I remember seeing something about it and just like, oh, okay, cool. And then I caught wind of this, and now she is saying that I guess basically the players were wearing a patch on their jersey. MLB players, from the Tampa Bay Rays, wore a pride patch, and a few players said that no, we're not wearing the patch. They said we don't hate, the LGBT community, but due to our religion, that is just not something that we want to promote. And Sarah here is now saying because they don't wear the patch, they hate them.
Welcome them if you're not willing to wear the patch. And calling it a lifestyle reveals to me that you've done not even a modicum of research or understanding on this topic. It's what tends to happen when a privileged class isn't affected by things. This is not just about baseball. That religious exemption BS, which is used in otherwise, also allows for people to be denied health care, jobs, apartments.
Hold on, wait.
Also allows for people to be denied. That religious exemption BS, which is used in sport and otherwise, also allows for people to be denied health care, jobs, apartments, children, prescriptions, all sorts of rights. And so we have to stop tiptoeing around it because we're trying to protect people who are trying to be bigoted from asking for them to be exempt from it when the very people that they are bigoted against are suffering the consequences.
When you say trying to be bigoted.
Look at everybody's faces. Everybody like, nope, not touching this one. No, but all seriousness, my question is, in what way have, the LGBTQ community been discriminated against in terms of healthcare? Like you've gone to a hospital and said, yo, I need to be looked at for this. And they looked at, an LGBTQ person and said, are you gay? Are you trans? Nah, we're not helping you. Somebody please. I mean, maybe that does happen, and I'm just unaware of it. But I keep hearing this. Oh, they're denied, healthcare, and they're denied housing, and they're denied this and that. And I'm like, yo, where? Give me specific examples of this actually happening, and don't just give me just a statement. Oh yeah, it happens all over the place. Give me a very specific example. Give me a video. Everybody has one of these. Everybody does. Show me a video where somebody is being denied housing simply because they're LGBTQ. Show me. Like, if it's happening, listen. If it happens, I will stand right next to the LGBT community and I will staunchly be against it. Nobody should be denied housing simply because they're gay or trans. That's bullcrap. That's bullcrap. If somebody walks into the hospital and asks, for some assistance with, a health issue, nobody should be denied that simply because they're gay or they're trans. I'll stand right along next to the LGBTQ community in fighting against that. Absolutely, 110%. Show me evidence, though. I just hear words. Words mean nothing to me in this climate. Everybody just says crap. Show me actions. Show me video footage. And don't tell me you don't have it, because everybody has one of these. And you see all types of instances and circumstances where all people are doing are pulling out their phones. I don't know. Y'all feel the same way? Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, if there's hard evidence, not just words, I will stand right next to the LGBT community. But I need to see evidence, not just words, because I continually hear this stuff right here.
All sorts of rights, apartments, children, prescriptions, all sorts of rights.
Who's denying prescriptions because they're gay? Let me know. I'm honestly confused.
And so we have to stop tiptoeing around it because we're trying to protect people who are trying to be bigoted from asking for them to be exempt from it when the very people that they are bigoted against are suffering the consequences.
When you say trying to be bigoted.
They're trying to use religious exemptions to affect the opportunities, services, available resources for people who are LGBTQ+.
And a patch on the jersey in this way
In the case of sport, no. In the case of sport, though, they're double talking if they're saying you're welcome while also saying that we don't encourage or we disagree with it, especially when there are devout people of every single religion that also welcome and are open to people who are born gay.
So basically what she's saying is, because these other religions over here did it, because these other religious groups did it, you have to too. As if we aren't all individuals or have our own brains and think for ourselves. You know, I guess she assumes that we're just all supposed to be brain dead zombies and just follow along. You know, we're just all supposed to do the same thing. None of us have our own brains. We're just all interconnected, you know, with some invisible cable through Wi-Fi connection. We're all connected, so we all do the same stuff. What? That's crap. That's the lamest answer I've ever heard in my life. And how does not wearing a patch equate to hating a group of individuals? Come on. That's hogwashing. Anybody that came out and said, you know, something wild like, you know, I hate the LGBT community, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I'd speak out against them. I totally disagree with them. I'd stand side by side with the LGBT community. Like I stated earlier, if there is true discrimination, if the LGBT community are going to hospitals and are saying, hey, I need to see a doctor for X, Y, and Z, and you know, the doctors are like, no, you're gay or you're trans. No, get out of here. That is crap. That is BS. Should not happen. You shouldn't be discriminated against because of the partners you choose to have or because you're trans. Like that's BS. And I think everybody in here would agree. That's BS. And I think we would all stand side by side with the LGBT community in those situations and circumstances. But because I don't wear a patch, like all of a sudden, see, and that's the thing. Once again, they use that as a scare tactic to coerce you to do something. Oh, if you don't wear the patch, you must be phobic. You gotta be phobic if you don't wear this patch. Put this patch on and you won't be phobic. And I'm like, man, get out of here. I don't hate anybody. Stop it. You're not fooling anybody anymore. And you just can't make this stuff up. This is just crazy. And then she called them bigots. So would it be okay if the Tampa Bay Rays players asked the LGBT community to walk around with crosses on their shirts? Would it be okay? No, it wouldn't be. First off, it wouldn't be okay. And second, I highly doubt they would accept that. Oh no, we're not wearing that. Why? We had to wear a pride patch, so you should wear a cross, you know, support. Everybody's included, remember? It's about inclusivity. So you're saying that we shouldn't exist? You know, it's funny how that's always thrown around, but it's only thrown around when it benefits their side of the argument. And don't get me wrong, not everybody in the LGBT community has these same kind of thoughts or opinions. Like I stated before, I know a gay couple, coolest people in the world, coolest folks in the world. Honestly and truthfully, we've never had a conversation about anything gay. I mean, we all know, you know, what the situation is, but we've never, like, it's never thrown in my face or anybody else's face. Like, everything's cool. But there's a small subsection of individuals who just want to throw it in your face all day, every day. Oh, you don't want to wear a patch. Oh my God, you must hate everybody. Like, no, I just don't want to wear your patch. It's against my religion. Like, you could do what it is that you want to do. I'm not stopping you from doing what you want to do. It's not like I put a weapon to your head and said, hey, turn straight today, you know, or suffer the consequences. No, I simply didn't put a patch on my jersey. Come on. Do y'all agree? This has absolutely gotten ridiculous. People can't even make their own free choices anymore without being ridiculed. And from what I can see, and hopefully ESPN doesn't take this video down, but for what I can see, this video isn't on YouTube anymore. I barely found this video. The actual clip from ESPN is not on YouTube. It's not. I feel like they've scrubbed the internet of this video, tried to take it down from every place that they can. Because, and I think it's because they know that they're wrong, or she was wrong, I should say. They have every right not to wear a patch. Someone wearing a patch, or not wearing a patch, I should say, doesn't mean that they hate someone. Matter of fact, I think they even released a statement saying such. But of course, We can never listen to their words, but we have to listen to Sarah Spain's words when it comes to just about anything. You know, we got to listen to Sarah Spain, but we can't listen to the players when they say, no, we don't hate these individuals. It's just against our religion. That's all. So like we won't promote it. You can do what you want to, by all means. Live your life, have fun, but we're not going to promote that. Right? I'm just lost. I'm honestly confused. This is just craziness. And really they've begun to push it way too far. And I think it's going to backfire, not in terms of like any type of hatred or violence or anything like that. That's not what I mean, but it's along the same lines of when I was speaking about some black folks when they kept screaming, "Oh, that's the R word that ends in ist. Oh, that person doesn't have a BLM tag on their bumper sticker. They must be the R word." And it was just thrown around all over the place. And I mentioned something. I said, eventually the R word is going to become like the boy who cried wolf. It'll become meaningless. People will say it and nobody will bat an eye. Oh, what? R word. Man, I've heard that 100 times today. And I think some people in the LGBT community are doing the LGBT community as a whole a disservice by doing crap like this. You're pushing way too far. Just saying. You guys, let me know if you agree. I don't believe these players hate the LGBT community. Once again, it's just against their religion. They didn't want to wear a patch. They're not out here hunting the LGBT community down or anything like that. Nobody, and I would vehemently disagree if they were. I would stand, side by side with the LGBT community if the Rays players were like, nope, we hate them, we're hunting them down, type crazy, some crazy, wild, over the top kind of statements. But that's not the case. And people are like losing their crap over it. Well, Sarah Spain was losing her crap over it. ESPN realized it was a load of crap, so they scrubbed the internet of the video and got rid of it. And the thing about it is, this is sports. This isn't a political venue. Let's get back to sports. Companies should get back to company business and not, politically tap dancing for political points. Get back to producing products and services. Get back to playing sports. And I'm not saying, sports people can't have an opinion, or company CEOs or employees can't have an opinion. We're all entitled to our opinion, but can I get my products? Yo, Nike, I want a pair of socks. I don't want to be lectured on this or that topic. I want a pair of Nike socks. That's it. I want a pair of Nike compressions. That's all I came for. I don't care about what it is that you have to say. I don't care about your messaging. Let me get my Nike compressions and let me get on out of here. When I tune in to watch a game of basketball, I want to watch the players play. I don't want to listen to your lecture. That's not what I came here for. I came to see the ball dribble. And sports players, LeBron, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Steph Curry, I came to watch them put the ball in the basket. That's what I came for. I didn't come to get any type of lecture. I could have turned on the news for that. Just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, like, once again, I'm not saying that they aren't entitled to their own opinions. They are. But, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking about this, in the wrong fashion. Y'all let me know what you thought about this one in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.